Hey guys, Yuto here. So just 2 days ago, the Japanese client for Hearthstone came out, and a lot of people are excited about it pretty justifiably. For starters, it's the first Blizzard game, at least available on the current standard Battle.net client, that has Japanese version, and also there are some pretty serious voice actors, or seiyuu, with long backgrounds in voicing popular anime series who are featured. Among those that I've heard about are Inada Tetsu, Asana Mayumi, Genda Tessho, Atsuko Tanaka, and Ochiai Koji, who does the Innkeeper. I don't really follow voice actors, but a couple of those guys have a laundry list of past roles in their Wikipedia pages, which I'll link below, so go check that out. But beyond just the fact that it's awesome to have a Japanese client, there are important implications of its release. First and foremost, the push to have Japanese clients for Blizzard games has led to other parts of Blizzard available in Japanese, from Battle.net to the creation of an official Japanese Hearthstone YouTube channel to the actual Hearthstone website. As this continues to grow and Blizzard continues to release games like StarCraft, Warcraft, Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch, etc. in Japanese, you'll begin to see not only a heightened interest from the general Japanese population in these games, but you'll also see a real emergence of talent from Japan into the esports world in general. At the moment, the Japanese populace is even less aware of esports than the United States, particularly outside of console games, and getting people to play the games that are the vessels for competition in esports will help awareness tremendously. Currently, there are a few pros in different games like League of Legends, StarCraft, and Hearthstone, but it's clearly only the tip of the iceberg as far as how much of the talent pool has been tapped. Now, a lot of people Japanese are otherwise argue that Japanese people aren't really interested in computer games and would rather stick to consoles, but I tend to disagree. First, the obvious. It's not like there's some sort of genetic trait specific to Japanese people or a cultural aspect of Japan that makes Japanese people want to play console games over PC games. Even if Japanese people are predisposed to liking console games, the genres of PC games that are played today haven't existed for more than 30 years, and that's being generous. Every other country in the world that plays PC games today has had to make the adjustment at some point, and there's no reason Japanese gamers can't do the same. Until this point, Japan has simply been more used to using consoles and cell phones in general, as Japanese companies had until this decade spent most of the resources developing that technology. Now that more Japanese people are using computers in general, the shift to PC games will be more natural. This is not even mentioning the fact that, at least for Hearthstone, Japanese people can play on their phones and tablets on the train on their way to school or work, and believe me, some Japanese people commute a long way. The last thing I want to talk about is the increased competition, whether via esports competition or just a friendly game online, between Japan and its neighbors China and Korea. For those of you who don't know, there's still a little bit of tension between because Japan tried to take over Asia in the 1940s and committed several war crimes in the process. While all the pros I've met from China and Korea have been awesome people, there are nonetheless stories of children taught to hate Japanese people growing up, the effects of which are sometimes seen in YouTube comments, etc. And even in Japan, the general feeling is that they're kind of like the UK of Asia, neither Western nor Asian, but kind of in between. Japanese people aren't used to playing games online, but as they play more games on Asia's servers and pros enter in more Asia-wide competitions, empathy and compassion among the general population should only improve. Going back to Hearthstone, there's only a small issue as to whether or not Japan's default server should continue to be the Americas or should switch to Asia, but with Blizzard guaranteeing that the packs, arenas, and adventure modes acquired from America be available on the Asia server, there should be little complaint anymore about how Blizzard has handled the situation. Going forward, new players' default region will be Asia, and older players who, in many cases, soldiered through an unknown language of play, will be rewarded with the ability to play on 2 servers. Those are my thoughts on the Japanese Hearthstone client coming out. Let me know whether you agree or not in the comments, and while you're at it, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.